Please send Please send out those last minute text reminders to your team. Tell them to get on here because you have an all-star lineup. This lady, she is a phenom in the industry. She is just amazing all by herself. But really, look here, guys. She knows 100% of the facts, loves to have fun, loves to help people, making extraordinary amounts of money. But what I love about her the most, she is truly down to earth. I'm going to turn it over to kick off our Tuesday night orientation, the one and only Miss Katie
Oh my
Martin.
gosh, Jermaine, I'm not worthy. You're amazing. You're so, so great. I'm just honored. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here with all of you guys. Thank you so much for taking time out of your week to be here. This is truly a call for you. This is all about you and your trajectory and your success. Your success story is written right here, right now. So I hope you guys are fired up after that video. And I have to echo what Jermaine said. We have an all-star lineup tonight. You guys are in for a huge treat. And I'm just really excited that I have the opportunity to kick things off. So this is the official start to your orientation. I would recommend that you guys watch as many of these as you can get your hands on, as many as you can get time for in your life, because you'll learn and pick up something new every single time. I'm a team leader here with Riman, and I've been with the company for just a little over 18 months. And I've been in the direct sales industry for a little over 9 years. And I can say that the more, and I learn something new every single time I attend. So welcome to our company tonight. Just the overview of what we're going to discuss is about the support system that you are just plugging into right here, right now, and everything that is available to you. Really, this is a system beats all kind of method, and it's something that you can learn. I'm nothing special. KRISTIE, BELLISTON, BREANNA, every one of us, we just get up every morning and we put our pants on one leg at a time, but we do the do, and we can do the do because we have great systems to plug into. And it's truly just a roadmap for success. So if you're coachable and you're open-minded and you're willing to learn and you're willing to kind of get out of your own way and just try something that you might just blow your own mind. And that's really what this business is all about. So we're going to talk about launching your business and just go through some announcements, and that's going to be throughout the rest of tonight. So jumping into Riman, let's just talk about who we are. We started in 2018. We're a $2.5 billion company. We did that $2.5 billion in revenue in just our first 4 years in Korea alone. And Korea is a very tiny country, if you guys aren't aware. It's like about the size of Indiana. If you're from the US or Canada, you know where Indiana is. It's a teeny little state within the United States. And so to do that kind of revenue in a country so small with only, 50 million people or so is really, really such a staggering number. And that for me was one of the things that really got me excited and interested. I was like, you did how much in revenue? That really, really blew my mind. And I thought this is something to pay attention to. So it is the number one rated K beauty brand in Korea. We sold over 440,000. Is this say 4 million? Is that 4 million? No, 400,000 bottles of our cream. Somebody correct me. What does that say? It's gray and the screen is hard to read.
40
I thought it was like
million.
40
40
million. That's
million.
what I thought. 40 million. So 40 million bottles of, this is just of our dermatology cream. And that is such an incredible statistic. Brianna Michael was the one that like taught me that said, when in at least the United States, when the rare beauty line sold like 50,000 units, everyone was losing their minds. And like here we were just dropping millions and millions and millions, which was an amazing statistic. So in North America, we launched in 2023. So we've just been live here in the US for just a little over 2 years. We've had launches in other countries, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, and more on the way. We just launched in the UK. We have Canada, many more countries to come. So what makes Riman really, really unique and special is our philosophy. Obviously, the K beauty philosophy is honoring oneself through application. That also really spoke to my heart as, a busy mom. I'm a single mom. I have 3 children. And so the last thing I need is another something to do, another to-do list that is going to be, added onto my busy day. So when you're first approached with, a lot of people will say like, how many steps is it? But then once you've really flipped the script on that and you understand that it really is just honoring yourself, giving yourself that time, it totally changes your perspective on what you're doing for yourself. And I truly think that once you start embracing the fact that this is a ritual that is meant to enrich your life, the results are just the cherry on top. It's really what happens from the inside out of really giving yourself that time. So I love that that is such a part of our core mission and something that our company is really built on that. The products really speak for themselves. I mean, the results are on all the faces that you see here and all the faces of your friends and family that are to come. It really is such an incredible product line. I would challenge anybody to put ours up to anyone else on the market. Cosmeceutical grade, medical grade, whatever it is, ours are just such a high performer, but at the same time, so unique and safe and gentle. I came from a background where I was so acne prone, you guys. I sat myself in thousands of dermatology offices from the time I was 13 years old, and my face could never ever deal with half of the prescription medications because my barrier was so unhealed that my skin would just go berserk. And until I could heal my barrier at 47 years old, now I can treat the underlying issue and really ended up resolving itself. Can you imagine offering somebody something that modern medicine could not cure in 30 plus years? That is so, like, it's astonishing. And I love being able to offer people a solution that's not only safe, but very, very effective. And let's talk about the price point. Hello. Most people are spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on single serums. And I just feel like having great skin, having access to that kind of healthcare should not be based on class system. I think that it should be available to everyone, and our company really embraces that, and we are offering it at such a ridiculously low price that it really is accessible for everybody. Our compensation plan, this is where it really gets exciting for all of you guys that are here starting your businesses. The compensation plan is honestly unmatched. I am not a comp plan expert. In fact, presenting on the comp plan makes me nervous. I get like sweaty bologna slices under my armpits at the thought of even opening a spreadsheet. I can't do it. So opening the show, this is my vibe. I can do this all day, but I'm here to tell you that I just know without even having to know every little I dotted and T crossed that you guys are going to make more money here doing what you're setting off to do than any other company under the sun. Our compensation plan is unmatched. And it's so unmatched that it's like a parfait. It's like a layer cake of comp. It's like, let's unlock another thing and then we'll just throw some more money on top and some more money. And so we have some amazing people here that are way smarter than me that are going to walk you through that and it's not going to be overwhelming. So I'm so excited to be able to present that to you guys in a way that's going to really make sense to you. And that way you'll be able to build your business and you'll catch that vision for what's out ahead of you. Okay, so the support system, Riman.com. We're going to talk a little bit about Riman.com. It's like your gateway, it's your back dashboard, it's everything that you need to know to be able to get into your back office. So Riman.com is where you're going to enroll new distributors, new customers. You're going to have your orders and all your order history will be showing up there. All the sales management, business tools, marketing tools, being able to run reports, download CSVs for things like that. So you can look at how your business is doing, the health and vitality of your business. So whenever you go into the My Office section, this is where you'll be able to click business and then go to your office. You'll log in with your password, and then from there, you'll be able to see your business snapshot along with all of your commissions, your commission history, your genealogy report, and a lot of helpful reports and other personal information. You can even track your points for our incentive trips, which I think Jermaine is going to be talking about later. Very, very exciting. Okay, then you can go to your mall and you'll be able to create bag links. These are really, really smart ways of being able to share the products that we have by creating bag links for customers. So if somebody's like, hey, I want this, 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 and this, and it's not just a straight up, ritual, like signature ritual that you can send with one link, but something that might be a little more curated. These bag links are really, really smart and easy to create. And if you find yourself creating the same bag link or recommending the same like bundle of products, this is your way of being able to customize and offer your customers something that's easy for you to share and easy for them to consume and check out. Okay, then we have the drive. This is another one of our systems that's going to be really, really helpful for you guys in terms of all of the information that you need to run your business right at your fingertips. You'll have the one sheet. So if you're like, hey man, I want to know a little bit more on the Deep Talk Plus or the collagen consumable or the Radianceum line, what makes that so unique and special? Everything that you could possibly want to know about all of the products in the whole house of Riman is available to you in the drive. So you're going to go to exploreriman.com/marketing and you'll see all of these videos and tools and forms, things that you can take on one-on-one appointments to go, for have somebody to fill out an order sheet, to like being able to handle larger K pop-ups and things like that. You'll be able to have all of those beautiful forms that really do legitimize you as a business owner, has like that beautiful letterhead. It's nothing that you have to spend time creating yourself. And okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about launching your business and like a little bit of early goal setting. And this is where it gets really exciting. So I would urge you guys to really think about when you launch your business, some short-term goals and some long-term goals. And we're going to talk just a little bit about that. And I think one of the things I'm just going to give you just a small little personal anecdote here. And just to say that you have to really understand what it is, not just what you're looking to earn. Like those are all very, very important things. What you want to earn, what kind of rank you want to hit. Like those are all very, very good basis point type goals. But you have to really have an underlying reason. You have to have a strong underlying reason for doing it. So I'll just tell you, I was 15 years a photographer and I shot all of the genres of photography and then I honed in on one, and it was women. And I knew that for me, I had this thing happen in my life where I was shooting all these families, and all these women would go from wanting to have me shoot their wedding, and it was like me, take the pictures of me, and then suddenly they would want me to shoot their family like a few years later, and all of a sudden they didn't want to be in any of the pictures. And I'm like, what happened? What happened to you that suddenly you have no value? And so then I just set out to shoot only women and women only. And I was like hell bent on proving to them this amazing value that they had. And so in that moment, for the last 5 years of my 15-year career, I shot only women, and that was my whole goal, was to have them transcend and transform and like reintroduce them to a piece of them that they forgot. And watching someone go through that in a short time frame, just in a matter of hours in my studio, they would come in and they'd be like, why am I even here? I don't even know what I'm doing here. Few hours later, they would saunter out like Beyonce. It was the most magical thing to witness. And that is where my drug of choice was born. I became obsessed with being part of somebody's personal transformation. And that is what I do. That is the ethos of who I am and what I do. If I cannot be part of somebody's personal transformation, whether it's to change their finances, change their face, change their confidence, I want to be part of that. I want to coach them through that. And that for me is why. So when you're starting to figure out what it is these goals are going to be for you, you have to have a good reason why. And that's the test. If it can't pass that test, then you have to dig deeper for that. So I want to hand it off to somebody that really has done this and done this amazing. She came to this business like hell on wheels, man. Elizabeth is from Sacramento, California. She's here to offer a little bit of her testimony. She has 4 children. Her husband works full-time firefighter, and she is an internet genius. I want to learn so many things from her. She just has come in and just thrown us all onto our heels going, who is this girl? What can we learn from her? So I can't wait for you to learn from her. This is Elizabeth Fair. We're so excited to have her. Thank you guys so much for like, that's my time, but I just love all of you. I'm so proud that I got to be here.
Oh, Katie, you're amazing. And I can't believe when you said you're 47, I'm like, there's no way.
Almost 48
Oh,
in January.
girl, like goals. Oh my goodness. And goals on so many different levels, business, personal. You're just an incredible human. And we are so honored to just be mentored by you. This is such an incredible night. And just welcome everybody. I'm Elizabeth, like Katie said, mom of 4, married to a fireman. And I try to be one of the most authentic people, especially when it comes to business. And authenticity is magnetic. And so if you can approach your business from that authentic standpoint, you're going to find your people. And very similar to Katie, I just want to help, people. I want to help them find their glow. I want to help moms, create rituals that they can pass along to their children. And when I came into Riman, my skin, actually, I'm going to request to share here. This was my skin in February. And I took this picture about an hour ago, the after picture. So you can see here my transformation. And I want to say this too, because I had actually come into Riman as a customer. Kim Weimer is the one who introduced me to Riman. And I, at this point, had tried two different skincare lines. One was a plant-based skincare line, and one was a waterless beauty skincare line. And I was feeling so defeated. And even when I was talking with Kim, I was very skeptical. I was actually very hesitant about the amount of steps that it takes, you know. But when she explained to me, no, we have to layer by viscosity, because if you know, the molecules in the thinner products are smaller, so they're going to penetrate deeper. The molecules in the thicker products are larger, so that's what seals everything in. I really kind of came in just as a customer, and you can see the transformation. I had horrible melasma. Those were not freckles. Those were melasma, fine lines, wrinkles. My skin was very dry. And I also just want to say too, like I said earlier, I want to be as authentic with you guys as possible and just say, if you can have your own personal transformation, that is the thing that's going to help you grow your business, right? When I came in, I had never done lasers, never done Botox, and never done fillers. And I'm not against any of that stuff, but I'm saying from February to now, still never done lasers, never done any types of resurfacing, never done Botox or fillers. This has been my authentic transformation. And it's funny because on the internet, people are always like, you've had to have additional work done. And I'm like, no, I promise you, it is just, I use the ICD signature line, and it is that powerful. So I wanted to just share a little bit about my testimony in hopes to just inspire you as you are starting, to find your people, to find your friends, your customers, and growing your business. And I want to share the main points that really helped me kind of launch when I decided to go from customer to planner and grow my Riman business. So like I said, I came in as a customer, very skeptical of the amount of time it was going to take. And just like Katie shared, I'm a mom of four, busy mom, and self-care has typically fallen on the back burner for me because we homeschool our kids. My husband's a shift worker. Riman has been such a gift, not only for me with my self-care, but it is something that I now do with my children. And that ritual being passed down from generation to generation, I could get emotional about it because I think about even my children one day having their own children and Grandma Elizabeth coming over and doing skincare with them. Like, that's the power of this company. And I love that. I love that. So when I first started the signature line, day 3, I purged and I called Kim and I had this moment of like, see, it's not working. It's not going to work for me. And she explained to me, hey, you know what? No, I think you're purging. And so sure enough, day 3 to 13, I purged. And by day 14, I took my first picture and my 14th day picture, and I started to see a difference. I felt a difference, but I started to see a difference. And by day 14 to 30, my skin brightened, my melasma had already started to fade. And I told her, I said, you know what? I think I found the skincare line that's going to work for me. And so a few things just to note as you're trying the products yourself, as you're starting to share them, layering by viscosity. We have to layer by viscosity because those products are so important to do that, right? To really absorb the ingredients into your skin. So that's a big selling point. And then just trust the process. There has to be a certain amount of time that you use the products to really see the benefits. And then finding your own routine. So I, have tweaked my routine. So I will double cleanse in the morning and double cleanse at night. And then I use my full skincare line in the morning, every single morning. But that took some trial and error as well. And so before I hand it off to KRISTIE Belliston, just want to say welcome. This is such an exciting time for you. I'm so, like I said, the ritual for myself has been so life-giving, and then also passing that on to my children has been wonderful. And then sharing your story in an authentic way. You will find your people because authenticity is magnetic. I get approached in the grocery store for my skin at this point, and that first picture that I showed you, I remember that day we took that picture and I zoomed in on the picture and I looked at my husband and I said, I've got to do something about my skin. It's so bad. And my confidence has just grown. And I love the quote, With competence comes confidence. So lean into the education. You are on a phenomenal team. And Christy, I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to you. Thank you guys for having me, and I'm excited that you've started your journey with Riman.
Oh my goodness. Well, first of all, everyone, this woman right here, or maybe she's on this side on your screen, but she has like 500,000 followers on Instagram, 500,000. And I'm just telling you, she did it by sharing her story. She did it by sharing exactly what she shared on this call. That is the simplicity of this business and what we're doing here. And you're amazing. And it's such an honor to have you here with us, Elizabeth. And again, much success. You're already crushing it here. And so congratulations. She's a team leader here with us as well. So hello, everyone. My name is KRISTIE BELLISTON, and I am a mom of 7. I'm a grandma of 6. I'm 52. And I will say that these products have completely given me confidence at this age more than I've ever had in my entire life. I have the honor of being able to present the senior manager game plan for you tonight, and also to take you through a few exciting things that we have happening right now. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to get right to it. Okay, so it all starts with your senior manager game plan. And before I talk numbers, I just want you to understand this. Senior manager isn't just a rank. You guys, this truly is the moment your business starts paying you like a real business. This is the goal when all of us we're just getting started. The goal was senior manager as soon as possible. And I'm gonna walk you guys through why. So here, you guys, this is when people say things like, I finally was able to cover my groceries. My skincare is basically free now. Like, right? All of these little things that maybe we take for granted, or maybe those little things that are actually big things, right? I just earned my first real paycheck that actually is making a difference. And so, like Katie talked to you guys about knowing your why, that really is the first thing. What's possible for you in hitting senior manager? What is that going to do for your family? What is that going to do for your life? What is that going to do for your kids if you've got children? And so, just really thinking about that. So this right here is your first upgrade, really here in your Riman business. This isn't a giant leap, but it truly is that first door that's going to open to see what's truly possible for you here. If you can hit senior manager, you can hit team leader. If you can hit team leader, you can hit director. If you can hit director, you can hit senior director. If you can hit senior director, you can hit national director. And this truly is what it starts, because it's just wash, rinse, and repeat. This is where your confidence shifts. This is where you really start realizing, wait, hold on, I can actually do this. And so pay attention, grab a notebook, grab a pen, take some notes, because I'm going to walk you guys through exactly what you need to be doing to be able to hit this. First, it's just being consistent. It's showing up just a little bit each and every day, focusing on your business. It does take a little bit of focus. But again, I just said a little bit every day, or maybe 5 days a week. You get to choose. That's the beautiful thing about this business. Okay. And so before I walk you guys through all of these numbers, one is this: you're just sharing products that you love. So just like what Elizabeth said, you're just sharing your story over and over and over again in 100 different ways. Your purchases count towards this rank as well. So all of your purchases are going to move you towards this rank. Why is this rank such a big deal? Because this is where you're earning 30 to 40% when people order with you. And so right now is definitely the time that you want to be a senior manager. And again, I'm going to share more of why that is, because we've got some incredible ways that you guys can really make a significant difference, especially with the holidays coming up. You feel the momentum when you're here, right? This is what's going to instill confidence. This is what's going to give you that income. That's where the income stability starts to begin, right? So this is the step, you guys, that leads you towards travel, leadership, and of course, bigger paydays as well. Okay, so that's it. It's really it's simple, right? But again, it just takes just a little bit of focus and a little bit of consistency every single day. All right. So what is senior manager? It's 6,000 SP. What is SP? SP stands for sales points. So basically it's 90% to the dollar. Okay. And so you get to use 3 months we call them rolling months, 3 months to be able to accumulate 6,000 SP. It equals about $6,600 in sales. So this is your foundation income, okay? Every serious earner here, this was our main priority, is get to senior manager as soon as possible. And so here you're going to unlock 30 to 40% commission. You're going to get unilevel commission. This is where your unilevel commission begins. You also get open group commission. This is where this also begins. This is where all the bonuses get stacked, you guys. The volume can come from your personal orders. It can come from customer orders. It can come from your team's customer orders. It can come from, so that means your planner's orders as well. All of this counts, okay? Also, we have something else that's pretty exciting. And this is where you get retail volume. So when you have 2,000 to 4,000 SP monthly, this is where you're going to also unlock an additional 5 to 10% in bonuses. And this is again, fast cash, you guys. It's consistent income. And this is where you get the stability as well. And then, of course, when it's all about developing other people as well. When you guys hit senior manager, first of all, when you hit it, you know how to do it. So now you can help other people get there as well, right? And so I think Brianna, you're doing the team leader. Brianna's going to talk you guys through the team leader game plan. But again, if you can get to senior manager, you now know how to develop senior managers, and the focus is on, of course, helping your team get to senior manager as well. And so this is where people make the big income. It's not just commissions. So one of the things that I love about senior manager is that you also are going to get unilevel pay. So you're going to unlock more bonuses, right? You're going to multiply your volume, and that's going to get you set up for the next rank, which is team leader, which Brianna's going to walk you through in just a little bit. So here's the three things that you want to do to get there. One, share your favorite products consistently in your stories and in your conversations. Again, you're not selling, you're sharing. There is a difference. Like you would a lipstick or a show or a restaurant, right? Anything that you're passionate about, anything that you love. And then every time someone orders, a customer or a planner or yourself, it's going to push you towards senior manager. Number two, you want to grow your customer base, right? And so this is anywhere from 10 to 20 people. And now an active customer, really quick. So a lifetime customer is just someone that has signed up with you as a customer. They don't even have to place an order. And so really the goal is to have 10 lifetime customers. Let me say that again. 10 lifetime customers. Again, this is just someone that has signed up with you as a customer. It's free. It takes 2 seconds and they don't even have to purchase. And that's considered a lifetime customer. But of course, the goal is 10 to 20. And again, it's just one real conversation, you guys, at a time. 10 to 20 people who trust you, who want better skin, who need hair care, who love clean beauty, right? And all of those orders, they're going to add up fast. And again, your purchases count too, okay? And then the last thing, of course, is bring 1 or 2 friends who also want better skin or a little extra income on board, right? Lock arms with them. And that is truly where you're going to start to see your organization explode. Most people don't join to build a business. They join because they love the products. They join because they want the discount. They join because they want to cover. They want free skincare. That was me. The only reason why I even joined in the very, very beginning is in this industry is because I wanted free product. I didn't even think that you could make money doing this. And now look at me. And so you never know who that person is going to be, okay? Who maybe just wants a side income, but then they really see it, okay? All right, so senior manager, it isn't hard, it's habitual, it's just the little things that you're doing every single day. It's sharing, it's showing up, and it's helping a few people feel beautiful in their skin. Just like Katie was saying was her why. I mean, you can feel her why, right? As soon as she started talking about it, she just lit up. Like she lit up. You could feel her excitement. You could feel her energy. So know your why and just get out there, tell your story, be the product of the product, repeat these 3 things. And you're just going to keep doing that every 90 days, right? And so if you're here and you're thinking, I want to make 10K, I want to make 20K a month, I want to make 30K a month, you're just repeating everything that you did to get to senior manager over and over and over again. Okay, so keep it simple, have fun with this. And now I get to walk you guys through the amazing starter kits. So when people ask me, KRISTIE, what's the best kit? What should I start with? Here is the simple answer. You want to start with the one that lets you experience the products and build belief the fastest. That's the one that you want to start with, okay? And so products are the heartbeat of this business. Your results create your conviction. So, and then of course, your conviction is what's going to create your influence, and your influence is what's going to create your income. And so we're just storytellers, but it starts with first our transformation, because the story to be told is how these products transformed us or how the business transformed us. Okay. So here's your starter kits. So, the one thing that I want to share with you on this is that no one ever regretted having more product on hand. Nobody. And here's why. Because when you're trying to build belief, or you're trying to build a business, or you're trying to build momentum, options are going to give you confidence. When you have tried everything, right, you can speak to everything, because people are going to be asking you about everything. They fall in love with the skincare. They want to know about the hair care. They fall in love with the hair care. They want to know about the makeup. They fall in love with the makeup. They want to know about the wellness. So be the product of the product. This isn't about stacking your advantage, you guys. I will say this is about stacking your advantage, because the bigger the kit, the more products you're going to experience. So I'm going to tell you what I did. I came in as with a business mindset of I do not want to leave money on the table. So I signed up. I started like Elizabeth. I was a customer for 5 months. So I started as a customer. I was using the products. I had this incredible transformation. People started complimenting me on my skin. And so that's when it became a no-brainer. Of course, I'm going to sign up as a planner because I want an affiliate link. That's how this all began for me. And then I decided, you know what? Okay, I'm going to be an affiliate. I don't want to leave money on the table. What's my first step? My first step was get to manager. And so for me, I picked up 2 premium packs. 2 premium packs got me to manager because I wanted to make sure that I was at least locked into 20% commission before I launched my business. And then I launched, and then I hit senior manager day 2. Okay, now I was like, all right, now it's time to rock and roll. Okay. And then team leader week 3. So I'm just, again, your purchases count. Of course, your customers, you do what's best for you, but that's what I did, just knowing that I didn't want to leave any money on the table here. So what I want you to notice, you guys, is that you're getting hundreds of dollars in product at a massive discount. And this is setting up your business foundation. Okay. Basically, think of it as like stocking your own boutique with the products that you believe in, because that's really what you're doing. This is your storefront. And of course, these are our Canadian kits, the same philosophy. These kits are designed to give you maximum products, maximum value, maximum belief. And people are first, they're going to believe your excitement. They're going to believe, when you're sharing your story on these, people believe your belief from the very, very beginning, right? Until they try the products. Okay, this is the exciting part that I get to walk you guys through. We have some incredible things happening right now. We're all familiar with Black Friday. This is Black Friday week. We are already in momentum with some great Black Friday bundles, and we are just days away from the official Black Friday date. You guys, this is the biggest shopping week of the entire year. If you want to save the most, earn the most, and launch with the most momentum, now is the moment. Now is the moment. Take advantage of these incredible opportunities. I'm going to walk you guys quickly through the bundles that we have. And so this one right here, this is the bundle that's literally designed to make your skin fall in love with these products. This is the products that I started with. I started with our ICD line. It's simple, it's curated beautifully, and really it's the perfect intro into Riman's signature ritual. Also, of course, this is the best possible time for you to get the products, start to create your transformation story, because your results in December are going to become your business momentum in January. Let me say that again. Your results in December are going to become your business momentum in January. So again, getting the products ASAP is an absolute must. So this one right here is one of the best deals that I have ever seen. You're almost saving up to 50% on this one with so many freebies. And so this one is our Radiansum line, and now you're getting it with the All is Radiant bundle, which I love the name on this one. Again, it's more than just free gifts. You guys are also getting store credit. Your customers are getting store credit. Your customers are getting free gifts. There's bonuses in place. Plus, we're all getting double travel points right now to earn that amazing trip that Jermaine's going to walk you guys through. And so timing is of course it's of the essence. So this one right here is for the beauty lovers. Also a really, really great bundle. These are offered, these kicked off yesterday. They're offered today and then tomorrow and then Thursday. I believe Friday as well. None of us know what's really happening on Friday yet. We're excited to learn together. So stay close to the fire. But this one's great for holiday parties, family photos, events. And again, if you're not familiar with our makeup, it's colored cosmetics. Basically, it's skincare infused colored cosmetics. And then we have our hair care line, also a beautiful bundle. I picked this one up mainly for the clip and the scrunchie because I have so many of these products. But again, it's those doorbusters that people are wanting as well. And then we have our wellness as well. Okay, my part is over. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And I just want to leave you guys with this. And then I have the opportunity to introduce my dear friend. You guys, products matter. They're not just because they work, because we know that they work. You guys are looking at all of us. We don't even have to say anything. You can see that they work, right? It's because they transform you inside and out. And when you change, everything in your business changes, right? When you're excited, people will be excited. Black Friday truly is the moment where the biggest savings, the biggest momentum, and the biggest opportunity comes into alignment. This is where people get the biggest paychecks, and we want that for you. Okay, so if you're going to shop, shop with purpose. If you're going to launch, launch with momentum, and that's what's going to allow you to grow and grow in belief. And the products, that's where it starts. Okay, all right, I'm going to introduce this incredible lady. This is the amazing BREANNA Michael. And she is a senior director here with us. She is a standout leader, inside and out. Like I love being around this woman, just being in her vicinity. I had the opportunity to travel with her for 17 days into Asia. We went to Jeju Island, and then we went to convention, and then we went to the Philippines. And all I can say, you guys, is that her leadership lifts people, just being in her just next to her. But her mindset raises the bar. I love how she speaks on mindset, and her results truly do speak for themselves. So we're so honored to have you here. I'm just honored to be with you here, Bree. Get ready.
I'm laughing. I know I'm laughing because I know we just got off this crazy trip and we had so much fun. And you guys, like, we can show you how to make money here, but the friendships and the people that you meet, it will last a lifetime. And we just had such a good time on that trip, and we're already plotting our next ones and not telling our husbands. So just kidding, kind of. So sorry, it's hard for me to be serious when Christie's around because then we just start having fun and laughing. But okay, so we're going to talk about launching your business with the team leader game plan. And so on a more serious note, I do have to say this, a couple things. One, I want to tell you that if this is like your day one, maybe you just signed up today, or you signed up last night, or you signed up last week and you haven't even got your products yet. And I just want to encourage you not to wait, because, don't wait till your kit comes if it's in the mail. Don't wait to get started, because you will miss like the Super Bowl of the selling season, which is Black Friday. And, I don't know if you realize just how much money is spent on Black Friday, but last year they spent over $10 billion. I say we, we spent over $10 billion during the Black Friday season. And this year, like typically it goes up by at least 10% every year. So you can expect that kind of money to be spent again. And the craziest thing that I learned is that on actual Black Friday of last year, $11.3 million was spent every single minute during Black Friday between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. I mean, how crazy is that? So I just want to encourage you not to miss out. Especially if you're just showing up, this is your first exposure, you're just learning, you're just jumping in. Don't miss out on this. Just start sharing, what the product has done for you. Just organically share your story. And you can go watch any of these ladies on their social media. They're incredible. They're all influencers. I'm not. I was actually super shy, and I want to encourage you to, if you're thinking about quitting before you even get started, like I did when I first got started in this industry. I had no confidence, no experience, didn't know what I was doing, and I almost quit before I got started because I was worried about what other people thought, and I was worried about failing. And so I remember when my kit came, I stared at it for 2 weeks and I refused to open it because of all of the fears that was trying to talk me out of doing the business. And I'm so grateful that I went to an event because I was going to quit. I was going to tell the woman who had shared the opportunity with me, who had been massively successful in the industry, had made multi-millions of dollars. I was about to tell her, thank you for thinking of me, but I was going to send my box back. And I'll never forget when she held up her finger and she said, Brianna, if you could see where I see you a year from now, you wouldn't be quitting. And I really love to share this story with people who are just starting their journey, maybe into this industry, because I almost quit, but because she saw something a little bit in me that I didn't even see in myself yet, it gave me the courage to go home and open up my kit, open up the products, and start sharing them. And of course, I was still nervous and worried. And, it took a lot of personal development, which I do believe network marketing is a personal development plan with a paid plan attached to it. But I'm really grateful that she had that confidence in me, and somebody saw that same confidence in you. That's why you're here. That's why they shared it with you. They saw something special in you. So I want to commend you on showing up. Now, we're going to be talking about launching your game plan for Team Leader. And Team Leader is definitely where you're unlocking more of the compensation plan, which we're going to go through. But I want to tell you, this first part of when you're filling out your sheet is so important, because your mind, and I really hope you hear this, your mind has to arrive at the goal and the destination before your life does. If you're going on a road trip, you have to enter in where you're going to map it out on how to get there. And so I know it's easy to skip this step and be like, well, I don't know when I'm going to hit the rank. I don't know what my goals are. How am I supposed to know when I'm going to hit team leader? But don't miss it, because I'm going to tell you, I hope this isn't too high level, but whatever you speak and whatever you say, your brain doesn't even care if it's true or not. Whether you say something positive or negative, whether it's true or false, your brain doesn't care. It believes what you say. And so when you speak something, when you say something, when you believe something, every thought fires neurons in your brain. And enough thoughts fires enough neurons that create enough pathways that then wire together and actually carry out what you're saying. So if you're saying it's never going to happen for me, I'm terrible, like I was in the very beginning, like I'm going to fail at this, everybody's going to make fun of me. If you're saying all these terrible things, your brain is like firing all these neurons, and it's going to carry that out. Your words matter, and what you write down and what you say and your goals matter. So that's why, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter, because if you say it enough, if you write it down enough, if you speak it, if you declare it enough, your brain will just go along with it. And eventually those neurons will form and those pathways will form, and then you can carry it out. So, okay. Was that too high level? How are we in the chat, ladies? Did a bunch of people just jump off? They're like, whoa, this is way over my head. But I'm going to tell you, one of the gals on our team, her name is Kelsey. In August, she wrote down, I want to be a team leader by October. And guess what? It happened. And then she set her next goal and she decided the date that she wanted to hit director. And then guess what? It happened. So there really is something to it. So, okay, let's actually talk about how, what encompasses a team leader, because I could talk about all this other stuff all night. But here's what I will tell you, you guys, this business is not hard. A lot of times we overcomplicate what to do or what to say or how long it takes. And you can be as effective as Fortune 500 CEOs just working this business like 60 to 90 minutes a day. If you wanted to go all out full time, it really is that simple. And it doesn't even have to be all in one sitting. You could do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes a night. You get to break up that time throughout the day that fits your schedule. And so they've actually done a study on this. Forbes did a study on how much time top Fortune 500 CEOs who get paid multi-millions of dollars a year, how much time do they spend working on their number one initiative? And it was about an hour a day. So that's all we got to commit to, but you do need to commit to it, schedule it, put it in your calendar. It's really easy to push it off. So that's why it's really important to schedule it. So okay, I hope I've convinced you to fill out this first section and not skip it, but let's talk about what team leader looks like and what you need for it, the requirements. So team leader is 50,000 in volume over a period of 5 months. So if you were to break that out, because we have rollover in our plan, that could be 10,000 a month for 5 months in a row. That's going to total the 50,000. And then you need to have a little bit of structure. So this is where you need to have a senior manager, which KRISTIE just beautifully shared about, in each of your 3 legs. So you need to have 3 senior managers, 1 in each leg. It does not have to be personally sponsored by you. It can just originate somewhere in that leg. Now, remember, senior manager is a lifetime rank. So once somebody hits senior manager, they've locked in that senior manager, that 30% for life. So once you lock one in that leg, you've locked it in. So 50,000 over 5 months, 3 senior managers, 1 in each leg. But as Tim Herr says, don't make your minimums your maximums. You can build a lot more than just the 3 legs required. You can trick your mind, and I will say, make your goal to have 10. Why not? Worst case, you undershoot it and you only have 5 instead of 10, but you still come out ahead of where your original goal was. So you just need to have 10,000 SP per month in maintenance. This can come from your open line team leader organization. What open line means is you don't have any team leaders underneath you in that organization. Now, they do not require a subscription or an auto shipment. And if you're wondering why, I was when I was first looking at Riman, and they said, because we don't have to. Anyone that uses these products are not going to stop using them. So we don't have to require people to purchase them. But you do need to have 5 active customers at Team Leader. And the 5 customers, it can be new, it can be existing, it could be any size order, it doesn't matter. So this is where you're going to tap into more of the comp plan, where you're now earning between 40 and 50% on the retail side. So you can tack on an additional 10% if you have over 4,000 in sales that month. And you're also going to unlock the 6 levels of Unilevel with your 1,000 SP and customers. So what else? Okay, I think we covered everything there. Now you're also going to earn a rebate back on your own purchases. So since you're now at the 40% on Team Leader, you're going to earn half back in commissions and half back in Riman dollars. And then of course you're going to earn 40% on your customers. So we kind of already covered this. This is just basically just showing you the structure on how you need to have your 3 senior managers. But what's really neat is now you're picking up differentials. So this is where you're going to earn differentials from you and your team. So what this means, this took me a minute to get it when I first learned about it, but what it means is when you're at 40%, okay, I'm at 40%. Let's say that I just brought on KRISTIE and KRISTIE's at 10%. I'm going to make the difference between what KRISTIE earns and what I earn, which means 30% is going to roll up to me. Okay, does that make sense? So you're going to now collect those differentials from everybody in that organization that's open line to you as a team leader, which is really great. These are really lucrative. This is probably one of the most lucrative and fastest ways to pad your paycheck and add extra cash. And I'm always like, if your kid needs braces and you need to go make a few extra $1,000, you're a team leader, go start a new group. You're going to collect all those differentials. Everything is going to roll up to you. So if people are at 10, 20, 30%, you're going to collect the override on all that. Okay, so this again, just for the visual learners, this is what we were talking about. You know, KRISTIE really harped on the importance of senior manager. And something that I learned a really long time ago was if you help enough people get what they want, then you'll get what you want. And so it's really important, you know, if you will just focus on that senior manager rank and you're helping other people wash their face and talk about it, that's really what we do here is we washed our face and we talked about it, whether you're talking about it on camera, in person, you know, where on the phone, wherever that is. But if you help enough other people do that and help them hit senior manager, you can see what enough senior managers in your organization that will create that 50,000 in volume and the requirements that you need. Okay, and then of course here, duplication of senior managers, the fastest way to hit team leader, but also another extremely, if you want to hit the fast forward button on your success, is by getting to conference. So we have our Riman annual North America convention. It's happening in Irvine and it's in February. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you is it is so important to be in the room where leaders are because future leaders are born at events. So I can tell you every single event that I've ever attended has either added more money to my paycheck or it's helped me rank advance because you never know, especially if you're brand new, you're going to learn in one weekend what would take you months to learn in the business. And you never know when you're going to be at the event one thing that's going to be said or a conversation that you're going to have in the hallway with somebody and you never know when you're going to have that light bulb moment. And that's exactly what happened to me at one of the events that I attended where I had been stuck. Like I'm talking stuck for several years. And I went to this one event. I heard one thing that completely changed the way that I thought about something. And it's like the light bulb went off. I came home and 6 months later hit the top rank in the company. And just because I attended that one event, it changed everything. And you never know when you're going to have that moment. And it could be in the hallway, it could be in the bathroom, it could be in the main conference area, it could be somebody that says it on stage. But you're going to learn so much. So I want to encourage you. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it's after Christmas. Like I can't afford to go. I'm telling you right now, you can't afford to not go. This is what will fuel your business going into 2026. This is exactly the jet fuel you need to create the life that you want. So I hope we see you there. You know what? Just put it in the chat. Put it in the chat if you're going to be there. We want to see your face. Come up and say hello to all of us, to Katie, Elizabeth, KRISTIE, myself. We want to give you a hug in the hallway, congratulate you on coming. And with that, okay, here's the QR code. Make sure that you scan this QR code. This is how you can get your tickets before they go up. They are going to go up at the end of the year, so make sure you grab it ASAP. But I want to pass it over to the fabulous Jermaine Johnson, who has been at our last convention. He was our host and he hosted the event. He did an incredible job. He always brings the energy in the room. And KRISTIE actually co-hosted with Jermaine. It was so much fun. They even came dressed up on stage. He was dressed up as a referee, different things. He always has us on our feet, on our chairs, having a lot of fun. So you can't miss seeing him in person. It's wild. It's a lot of fun. But he has been, oh my gosh, so many different things. He has been a top leader in the industry. He has pastored a church. His wife, holy cow, we love her to death. Mona is so incredible. We just got back from a trip on Jeju Island with he and his wife and just really adore them. But he really pours into people, and I'm not giving him justice on introducing him, but you're going to see for yourself what makes him so special. So, Jermaine, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. And for everybody on the line, look, give her a look, all of the ladies. I mean, Katie, really, I mean, amazing just her story and her why. And then Elizabeth, just man, from layer by viscosity and skin training, and Brianna Michael, and of course, KRISTIE BELLISTON. Look here, just put some love in the chat for all of them. And look, I apologize for the time, of course, because these are not normal times, guys. So I'm going to ask that you extend me a little grace because I got about 4 minutes to wrap this up. But guess what? Look here, this isn't normal time. So let's just jump into this and let me try to expedite this very quickly. Let me see if I can get this thing rolling. Look here, with that said, everything that she said, yes, yes, yes. I love you all. It's all about all of you that are here for the first time tonight. We celebrate you. We want to let you know on behalf of everybody, Chairman Hahn, Danny Bay, Betty Perez, all the leaders, you are definitely in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Welcome to your tribe. This is your people. This is your community. We want to help you and understand if you don't have enough belief, what Katie and Elizabeth and Brianna and Krista, all they were trying to say is that, look, borrow some of our belief because we believe in you. We are going to take you to the top. Some of y'all kicking and screaming, but you're going there. Is that all right? With that said, look here. I'm going to talk fast. Some people say I'm always excited. I talk fast, but I stay there at that high because I stutter. So I'm going to slow down just to tell you, I talk this high and this fast with this energy because they labeled me as handicapped. They said I should only do blue collar work. Understand, I've been in this industry for 35 years. I know what's out there. This, what we have in our hand, and with where we just came back, me and my beautiful wife and some of the sisters on this call, we just got back from Jeju Island. So we know too much. Look here, y'all. It's real. You are truly in a blessed place and in the right place at the right time. So let me wrap this thing up in 2 minutes. Pray for me. Look here. No, y'all give me grace. It's at least going to take me 5. Is that all right? Look here. First thing you need to do, schedule 2K pop-ups. What are those? In-home parties. Y'all remember where we go? Look, invite some people over and have them wash their face. Look here. Just tell them up, girl, look here. Where are you? You need to come over to my house and wash your face. Whatever you got to do. But we call them K-pop-ups, glow-ups, fountain of youth parties. Whatever you want to call them, sip and samples, right? Whatever you want to call them to get people over to your house to come try the product. That's it. I promise you, that's what works. Putting products on the people, it speaks for itself. And we want you to schedule your success. Let me just stop here because out of everything else that we said, first thing you need to do is get excited. The second thing, open up your calendar and let's schedule your success. Put 2K pop-ups on your calendar. Look, you got to make a decision right now. Is your business going to be open or closed for the holidays? I'm going to say it again. Is your business going to be open or closed for the holidays? So open up your calendar and say, you know what? I'm going to do it. So your first K pop-up, your second K pop-up, inviting people over, trying the product. Then you want to make a list. You see it on the screen. Make a list. And of course, you want to put, look here, you want to write on the list everybody that you know with skin. I'll wait. Look here. How many people do you know with skin? How many people do you know trying to look younger or feel better? How many people do you know that are just trying to look for a way to offset the cost of living, to make extra income? Write them on your list. Or how about we start here? Everybody that you know, like, and trust. Everybody that knows, like, and trusts you. Is that put them on your list. Now, I'm going to take you a step further because I've been in the industry for a while. You want to at least put 100 names on your list. But for those of you that just said in your mind, because you need to defeat the enemy in you, right? Enemy. Yes, sir. Look, can you at least give me 21 names in 24 hours? Can you do that? Yes, you can. Open up your phone. Write your list. Let's just start your list. Now, with that said, you want to create your product story and your business story. And as Elizabeth said, you want to take your before picture, and guess what you're going to take? An after picture. And some of the ladies on this call, they'll tell you at least do a 7-day challenge. For those of you that just got started, take your before picture, try the products, use the products for 7 days, and I dare you to take an after picture. I promise you, you will see the difference. And then a business story. Look here. All I know is, write that phraseology down. All I know is I saw a way to generate some additional income. I got started, didn't know what I was doing. I plugged into the system, and look, I made an extra $300. I made an extra $400. Do you know Scranton University just said 48% of people are not prepared for a $400 emergency? Can we just help you make a little extra? Look here, that's all it takes. I'm not preaching get rich quick, because the only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. So just a little extra can change some people's lives, especially during this time of the year. And then we want to go from there. So you got your product story, right? I showed you that way. You got your business story, then orientation. Guess what? Hey, you're at orientation. Woo! Congratulations. Then your presentation. I'm going to tell you about Thursday night. We have presentations here. Of course, this coming Thursday will be Thanksgiving for the United States. But guess what? We're going to look, there are going to be some items and things plugging in that you can plug into because of the Black Friday week that we've already talked to you about. Then all of you are a part of certain organizations in Riman. So you have team events as well, team trainings. But your first training date, first convention date, you just heard BREANNA talk about it, and then everything is on the drive. So you want to make sure, again, that you go to Riman.com for the marketing material, because right now, during Black Friday week, we have additional things. Now, as we talked about your before-after pictures, you want to make sure that you're taking these pictures. Get your before picture now. But guess what, guys? Look here. This is me and MJ Kim and Tim Herr. Look here. I'm telling you, you want to get your personal before and after picture. Then you can be getting started at any better time, because on top of Black Friday, on top of the trip I'm going to tell you about in a minute, there's a fast start promotion. For those of you that are getting started now, taking advantage of everything that we have already expressed, guys, just you qualifying for your or getting your 1,000 sales points this month, an extra $100. Then ranking up to manager, which so many of you are about to do. I just know of a couple of people just did it a few minutes ago. I know of someone that just went to senior manager, say, while we're doing this call, guess what? Hey, extra $500 product credit. That's huge. So what better month for you to turn it up? There's only 1 degree difference between hot water and steam. All you got to do is turn it up. So all you want to do is turn it up right now. And as they've been telling you about, look, why is this so important right now? Because all of the Black Friday packages, Black Friday week packages, have double travel points. So many people are about to get qualified to go with us to Costa Rica. And if you have never looked at Costa Rica, the Pura Vida lifestyle, when I mean it is something amazing. So if you take the Pura Vida lifestyle, the experience of that, plus Riman, when you go to a Riman trip, when we went to Cabo, I never pulled out a credit card. It was just, I was even making up. I was calling Tim Herr to schedule a pickup from the or transportation from the airport. He said, no, you don't do that. No, they'll have a van there to pick you up, concierge service. I said, what? I don't have to schedule this? No, you just qualify to get there. Everything else is taken care of. You want to make sure you get to Costa Rica. But the double points are this month. So you double your points for the work you're going to do. So what better time for you to qualify to go to Costa Rica? Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4. I've talked to so many couples that have said, you know what? It's been a long time since my spouse and I, my husband and I, my wife and I have taken a real trip for ourselves. Guys, what better time? Come to Costa Rica, guys. It's so amazing. Qualify. You qualify on customer sales, customer loyalty, and then when you sponsor people with kits, you're going to get additional points, but then rank advancing, which some of you just got travel points for rank advancing. As soon as Black Friday started, you got double points. Guess what? And you qualify. Guys, additional, then your monthly performance to maintain. This is incredible. So look, what's going on in the company. Forbes said the best time to get started in a company is, or opportunity is when, this isn't Jermaine Johnson, this is Forbes, is during a product launch or global expansion. Look, what better time? Guys, the way to success is to find out where everybody else is going and you get there first. And if you don't learn to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Best way to do that is to tap into global economics. Build you a team all over the world. And this is what's going on, guys. We are opening up. Our goal is to be in 50 countries over the next 5 years. And the countries you see in dark green, we are still opening. Japan next month and everything else after. Look, it's all about who do you know? Write that word down. Write that phraseology down. Who do you know? Who do you know in those countries, guys? But we haven't even started really in the United States, guys. So with that said, the monthly event calendar and promotion, put this on your calendar. Monthly rundown. Everything, all the highlights of what we are about to do, because we're not done for November, is going to be highlighted on the monthly rundown call December the 1st. You want to make sure you put that on your calendar now. Just announce. That's it. It's going down. Be on that call. But guess what? We don't stop there, guys. Look here. Monday, every Monday at the House of Riman in Irvine, California. But again, this Monday, the 1st, it will not happen, but on December the 8th, who do you know in Southern California? Who do you know in Irvine? Who do you know in South Coast, Orange County, Long Beach? Doesn't matter. Everybody knows somebody. Tony Robbins said it's no longer 6 degrees of separation, it's 2 degrees of separation. And Tim Herr and Chris Kim, our national directors, these two gentlemen, they have been lighting it up. I dare you to put anybody in front of them at our $14 million paid for 33,000 square foot building in Irvine. Invite your people. I don't care if you're in Florida, New York, DC, Chicago, you know somebody in Southern California, December the 8th, send them to the House of Riman. Let Chris and Tim do the work for you because they believe in 100% closure rate. If your people don't sign up after putting them in front of them, you don't want them on your team. Is that all right? But they will become a customer. Is that all right? Then orientation every Tuesday, and then Thursday, presentations, guys. But this is it. We are closing it out. Black Friday is upon us. And I'm going to encourage you guys, all you want to do is that you want to get in front of everybody that you can right now. Guys, look, this is a business. And you're running a business. Hey, KRISTIE's highlighted. I don't know how she's highlighting. I'm not, but I'm going to highlight myself. There you go. Look, you are running a business. And again, Black Friday, guys, is upon us. And one of my friends and one of my mentors, Les Brown, he always says, there's 2 types of people. There's people that are willing to work and those that are willing to watch. I'm going to say it again. There's those that are willing to work and those that are willing to watch. BREANNA kind of tapped into it, but let me help some of you because it's all about your mindset. Because some of you will say, well, the state of our economy, our socio-economic climate, nobody's shopping. Well, let me help you. And BREANNA kind of said it, but economists just gave the forecast that the average person in the United States for Black Friday, from Black Friday to Cyber Monday, will be spending about at least $622. The forecast for spending throughout Black Friday week is $253 billion, which is up 17% from 2022. All you need to do is ask yourself, are these people going to be spending with me or someone else? That's it. Because they're shopping somewhere. Why not? Why not have them spend with you? Guys, look here. All you got to do is get off of this call excited. And look, I know they call it Black Friday, and KRISTIE kind of told it. There's going to be an additional announcement on Friday. But what better time? Because a lot of people have Friday off. Why not do a K pop-up on Friday? Why don't we as Riman change Black Friday to Glow Friday? It don't got to be black no more. Let's help people glow on Friday. John Maxwell says, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Why don't you just say, you know what? Let's change the game. Let Riman change the whole economy. We're going to change it from black to glowing on Friday. Schedule a K-pop up. Invite people over. They can come and get some leftovers because the food always tastes better on the day after anyway. And why don't we have some fun and help a lot of people glow on Friday and help them find their glow from the inside out. With that said, welcome to Riman. Welcome to the family. I don't love anybody to death. I love you to life, but I want you to live your dreams. I want you to live them out loud, and I want you to live them on your terms. Happy holidays. Y'all be blessed. Welcome to Riman. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye. We done.